What's up, everybody? This is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. I was gonna do this whole very calm and collected. Hey, you guys, reset your business, reset your life. But I really want to get down to it. We send out lots of emails. We communicate with a lot of people on our email list and tell them, hey, listen, these are the specials we have because we're going on vacation. We out. But I also want you to understand that we are on the corner, not just for, hey, it's summertime, we're going to get summertime crunk, we're going to have this great old time going outside and goofing off. We're on the corner of a lot of things happening, folks. If you haven't paid attention to the news, and I drop a lot of news in the community tab, make sure you're paying attention and hit the like button, not just for the gossip stuff, but also for the good stuff. And I want people to understand that they're training prisoners for tech. They're dropping $1 billion into Black women businesses with Chase Bank. They're pulling out all the stops. Yet you have people on this man's internet who are like, well, I think I might wait till the end of summer just to figure it out. Oh, I think my meal's done. I think it is. Hold on. I'll be right back. Y'all had to pick up my Vietnamese food. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. Support your girl. She out here on the run doing shows. About to go downtown hang out with Dre and his lady. But listen, I'm really serious, you guys. I know y'all think I be joking all the time. And I do joke a lot. But I want you to understand, and drop a one if you can hear me. Drop a one in the comments. I need to know y'all can hear me, see me. I want you to understand, a bunch of stuff is changing. A bunch of stuff is moving. It's just not inflation. And I love how everybody tries to correct me. Oh, Erica, it's just a supply and demand issue. It's just one or two things happening in our economy. And I go, no, baby, you're not paying attention to the bigger picture. 95% of people do not think outside the box. They don't even realize the box exists, and they don't look outside the box. So when I'm sitting here day in and day out, laying out to you 27 different things that are happening in our society and our economy, and you have the nerve to look me dead in the face and be like, well, Erica, it's supply and demand. It's just this summer. It'll all go back to normal. And that's why our society is where it is. That's why every year politicians can come tell y'all some lie, because you're not paying attention, you don't put it together, and you don't take action. You don't think about, man, I really need to make more money. I might need to buy a house. Every year we hear the same sob stories where people are like, well, gentrification came and raised the prices and I can't afford anything. You've been living in those neighborhoods for 20 plus years. When does the accountability come to you, right? And so I'm in several, masterminds, investment groups. And what's interesting is the people who do the work. Now, what do I mean do the work? Take inventory of themselves, take stock of themselves, look at their life, look at their kids, do the math, go, maybe I need to do A, B, and C and line my life up. Those folks, I don't have no problem with. They usually come without the BS. They usually come ready to go. They usually come ready to invest. They usually come ready to do the work. Hand-holding partnership, done with you partnership. People that are out here saying, well, can this change my life? No. Nobody can externally change your life. It is you who is responsible for changing your life. You can go to seminars for 20 years. I know people who are seminar junkies, and that's all they do is go to seminar after seminar after seminar. Ain't nothing in their life change. Don't be that person. Take what you actually got from the event, implement it, and manage people's emotions. This is a very, very important thing. There's a book on emotional intelligence. I list a lot of them in the chat. If you guys aren't reading those books and implementing them daily, you will let people who have messy emotions, uncontrolled problems, they always got an emergency, something's always wrong, they need it right now, JG Wentworth, give me my money, something's always going to go wrong with them. And they're going to always come over into your space with their messy energy. And you have to shut that down. You have to say, no, not today. You will not bring your messy energy over here to me. This is not how this is going to work. Because you need to do the work. And I don't mean just put on nice clothes and go to the gym and look, Erica, I did the work. No, you ain't did the work, brother. You just put some clothes on it. Let's keep it a buck. The real work is internal, okay? And so when you want to talk to people about getting in alignment with what their life looks like, and I talk about people resetting their life, you're being reset right now without even doing anything. Prime example, your kid's been sitting home off and on for this whole year of school. They're going to go back to school, and trust me, teachers are already saying it's a wasted year. They're going to have to pour 10x gasoline fuel fire onto the brains of these kids that been home with you. Why? Because you are an adult that is lazy. Let's just keep it above. Let's keep it 100. There are various studies that show the average adult spends 34 minutes, 3 hours max talking to their child in a day of 24 hours. So now we threw you in a conundrum. This virus threw you for a loop. Your kid's been home, but did little JoJo, is he reading better? Is he writing better? Is he extravagantly doing anything new? No, because mama wants to chill. Mama's stressed out, so we all gonna chill at the house and play and goof off. This is why the school system already knows the kids they're getting next year are going to be a project where they got to just pour gasoline on fire and just dump everything they can and cram everything they can so these kids will pass these tests. Because they lost a year. 50% of the kids that are home taking the test are failing. Well, the internet messed up this day and that messed up. Listen, these parents can give all the excuses in the world, but we all know if they want to look at something on Netflix, they know how to work that computer. They want to look at something on Hulu, they find out how to work that computer. So we got a generation of kids who are technically going to be left behind because mama's chilling. Mama's stressed. Mama works a lot of jobs. Hey, I feel you. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. So you're already being reset. Your kids are being reset. And your life is being reset. This guy was like, oh, I can't wait for things to get back to normal. Baby, I never stopped moving. I went out the house every day I could. I went to stores. I went to this and that. I kept on moving my life. You know why? Because I realized quickly the big companies were still open, doing whatever they wanted to do. People were still online selling stuff. Everybody that was in a warehouse, that worked in a warehouse was full of workers. Okay? Everywhere I went, big dog companies were still going on about their life. Even small YouTubers with shopping and shipping, e-com stores, they were still making money. So if you chose to sit down this past year, you've already been reset. You've already been reset. They reset you to whatever they want for you. Because clearly you did not determine, hey, this ain't going to work. Me and my family got to keep moving. We can't sit at home and wait for this check. And many people say, well, Erica, it's just $1,400. That ain't no money. It's a lot of money to a guy or girl who's working part-time. It's a lot of money to a guy or girl. If they ain't got an Uber no more, it's a lot of money. A lot of these Uber drivers and people that, if they ain't got to drive the car and just get a check, it's a lot of money. You getting $1,000+ per kid. Some people got 4 kids. A lot of money. You act like this was not going to happen. You have to see every year at tax time what happened. The same people run out and try to go get a car. Somehow they lose them every daggone year. They get the same brand new TVs every year. Somehow they lose them every year. They get some new clothes and that's about it. And the struggle continues on. So you, in order to be in alignment, in order to be like me and my house are going to thrive and survive and do above and beyond that, you have to be in alignment with who you are. You have to be like, I'm only going to surround myself with winners. In the Rise of 20% class, we had people coming in there talking about, yeah, I just finished getting a rental. I just finished getting approved for this loan. I just finished doing that. Why? Because I made sure that group was a group of winners. I want people who are winning and going somewhere and doing something in those groups. Right? I want somebody who's got productivity on their mind, not shrinking on their mind. Now, what do I mean productivity versus shrinking? Somebody who's like, oh, I just got to save money. I just got to count my coins. I just got to save and put money in my savings account. They didn't tell you anything about how they're going to grow their income. They just told you how they're going to shrink down so that they can survive off this money. When I'm showing you daily, inflation is kicking down the door. When I'm showing you daily that There are multiple farms all on both sides of our coast, East Coast and West Coast and the Midwest, they already done told us we short. Prepare for the food to be expensive this fall. Okay? We're short. And when people can't see the picture, when people, let's just be honest, when people get on low vibrational conversations, arguing back and forth about what men do, what women need to do, and what men need to do, they lost. They are lost. You know how I know they're lost? Because even if they get somebody this summer, hot boy summer, hot girl summer, they get somebody this summer, and the two of them go down the road, guess what? They're gonna be arguing about money. I already know this. We live in a capitalistic society, and if you don't plan for your future, somebody else is gonna plan it for you. And I assure you, guess what they got planned for you? Not much. Guess what they got planned for you and your children? Not much. Guess what they got planned for your mama? Not much. What they got planned for your grandma? Not much. You see these people, I brought on Sabine, the purpose lawyer, because every year somebody got to hide all their grandma assets so Social Security give them a little funky $600 so she can stay at some home. Not me, baby. I will not do my parent like that. That's poor planning. That's absolutely poor planning. 100%. You can't blame that on the government. You can't blame that on the white man. You can't blame it on nobody but yourself. Poor planning for your parent. Now, this is not just a black thing. White people do this too. They move the assets around so grandma can get the checks. I hear you. But what I'm saying is, if you don't plan for your parents and you don't plan for your children, honey, there ain't not much out here for you. If you hop up and I got me a boyfriend, I got me a girlfriend, yeah, hot boy summer, guess what? At some point, you will have to talk about money. At some point, y'all will have to talk about finances. At some point, the conversation of money will have to come up. So you will have to do the real work. What's the real work? The real work is your emotions tied to money, your thoughts tied to money, your mindset tied to money. The purpose of the Classy Climb channel is to show you there is endless opportunities out here. You just have to choose one and step into it. Endless. We got over 15,000 people on our email list. We send out coupons every day. We send out stuff, and every day we'll still get about 50 to 100 people. I missed the coupon. I missed the email. Did you send the email? I can't find it. And I'm telling my staff, listen, baby, listen, these people, later this summer, if they left behind, they left behind. There's nothing we can do with it. So, but I want you to understand, if you thought, they're like, Erica, the moratorium on mortgages, listen to me. Them tax bills will be due October, November, December. They will be having those tax lien sales just like usual. Don't let Joe Biden fool you out here. Them tax lien sales are going on all this fall. They're going on this summer right now. They're going. People will be losing things, right? Don't get it twisted. The Sun Belt states are where people are trying to move to. Don't get it twisted. Okay? So if you don't have a plan, and I mean PFF goals, personal, foundational, and financial goals, we talk about it a lot on this channel. If you can't tell me where you're going to be in 5 years, baby, you are already there. And then I don't just mean just focus hardcore on money and nothing else. You also need to tell me what's your personal goals. Are you planning to get married? Are you planning to have kids? Okay, a lot of y'all running around talking about you're not marrying nobody, but if you have kids, now what's the plan for these kids you done made? And again, made these bastards. You done made these bastards. They ain't got no where they gonna go, what they gonna do. That's the official dictionary word. Don't cuss me out, but that's the official dictionary word for somebody who has children, they not married. That's the official word. They just don't say it out loud no more, but that's the word, okay? What's the game plan for those kids? What's the game plan? What's the 5-year plan for those children? Okay, well, let's say you already passed that. Somebody called Jason Black show the other day. I'm 50 years old. I'm retired. I ain't got no kids. Okay, well, you 50. What you want to do? Do you want to go chase a young, sweet thing and get some kids? Or you want to be retired and go and spend vacation the rest of your life, brother? What do you want to do? And you got to know that. You got to know what aligns in your purpose. What suits you best. What businesses work for you and what businesses don't, honey. Don't trust and believe your girl Erica be moving, shaking, closing doors that need to be closed and liquidating things that need to be closed. Because at the end of the day, guess what? I'm not going to work with people who don't want to work with me. I'm not going to work with people who ain't going to hold their part. hold your own nuts. I'm not going to do that. We're not doing that because we don't have to. There's too much opportunity out here for people to be working with people they don't want to work with. There's too much opportunity for people to be out here living foul. There's too much. There's too much world to be seen out here. You can't be out here living in fear. Funny thing I saw today. In Austin, they have the little bandit signs, apartment maintenance jobs. They can't find enough men in Austin to fix the houses and the apartments. You know why? Because if you worked as apartment maintenance, and I worked as apartment manager for it, we're going to give you a discount on an apartment. We might even give you half off the apartment, right? We're going to have you working night and day, answering little maintenance calls. But if you got a little bit of head on you, you can make triple that out here in Austin, repairing actual homes outside of apartments. If you got a head on you, you got a pickup truck, and you got a little bit of tools, you can be out here doing whatever, making $150,000, $200,000 a year, handyman in it. That's why the apartment maintenance signs are out here. See, they looking for somebody that they do just enough. They can turn the rents just enough, but not enough, and they scared to go out on their own, and they need a discount apartment for somewhere to stay. Trust me, I remember working in apartment management, and there were guys who have been maintenance guys for 10 years. Never thought of doing anything else. Man, this is a good gig. I'm living in a brand new apartment. I'm getting half off. Yeah. Brother, you could have made triple this money. Triple this $50K. Because you have a skill. Do you know what I'm saying? I want you to understand that, like, people, the old story, the ant and the grasshopper, the ant out there just stacking up. It's just stacking. It's just sticking stuff in the hose, stacking and stacking. And the and the grasshopper out there just shaking a tail feather, having a hot boy summer. And then all of a sudden, when it's wintertime, hey, whoa, what happened? Why I ain't got nothing to eat? And the ant's over there looking at him like, I don't know what you was doing, but I was stacking. YOLO, YOLO, you live once. Yeah, you do live once. But you're going to live in poverty for the rest of your one. So you determine what you want to do. When I talk about people getting their life turned around in a year, I'm talking about the deep work. I'm talking about if you're in poverty right now, you watching this channel, you like, Erica, what can I do? And we list off stuff. You can go work with Tamika. You can go work with Andre Hatchett. You can go get mobile notary. You can go out and be making $100 to $200 a day. Various little different things. But at some point in that equation, you are going to have to do the real work. And what is the real work? The real work is figuring out how the heck did you get there? How are you in the situation you were in? How can I write down all my bills so that I can elevate to the next level? How can I pay some of this stuff off, get my credit looking nice, and get into a place that's livable for me and my family? And then after I'm done doing that, how can I go to the next step? See, the work isn't done just because you get a new car. Ooh, I got this new car. Boy, thank the Lord. Yes, Lord, for this new car. The work isn't done because you go buy a house. Ooh, we bought a house, baby. We bought this house, baby. The work is not done. You know what I'm saying? I want you to understand the real work is when you determine what is things you like to do, where are you trying to go in life, where are you trying to take your kids, where are you trying to take everybody else that's with you, right? Hashtag left behind summer. That's what it is. Strategy gotta violate. And that's why when I go, I need to sit back and look at all these different things I'm working on and what can stay and what can go. Huh. Okay. Some people got to go this year. Okay. And so what you have to really do is when you talk about resetting your business life, trust and believe if you are not the person physically resetting your life, somebody else is resetting it for you. Don't get it twisted. Somebody, when you say, Erica, well, you said they ain't got much plan for us. That's right. They ain't got much plan for you. The plan, when people talk about prison the pipeline, and I'm not knocking parents, I understand it is hard to be a parent. I understand you struggling. But let me tell you, if your kids go in prison the pipeline because of school, where are you at right now? What are you doing? You knew little Jerome could not read. and you knew you need to come up with some money or something out of your pocket to figure out how to get him a tutor. You needed to go to every free program they had this summer, making sure he was getting tutored. Because when kids feel confident enough that they can read and they can write and they can make a few decisions for themselves, they ain't out here falling for a giant trap in the wall. They see a trap on the floor. Every other kid sees the trap on the floor, but your kid walked into it. What does that tell you? Somebody didn't prepare him. I'm not blaming. I'm not saying every kid is well, some kids are wayward. Yeah, we know that. Some kids are wayward. Some kids, you raise them right and they still gonna do bad things. But some of these excuses y'all giving don't make no sense. Erica, why are you talking about people, kids? I'm talking about your kids because a lot of y'all, you won't do nothing unless it's for them. Supposedly. Change it for yourself. Don't wake up and be 50 all your kids out the house and they still need money and they still need help as adults and you ain't got neither to help them. Come on, man. This is real life right now. 2021 is going to, y'all like, well, it don't seem that bad. It don't seem as bad as 2020 because y'all haven't got to the fall yet. Y'all haven't got to the grocery store and the prices is crazy. See, right now, y'all laughing at Home Depot and Lowe's prices. Aha, that's funny. Aha, homeowners got to fix stuff. That's funny. Don't worry. Give it a minute. Wait till the grocery store is crazy. Don't worry. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. They stop cutting them stimulus checks, or they don't cut the next one all the way to October. What you gonna do this summer? You gonna sit in your house and try to cruise? Cruise all the way to October, waiting on $1,500 check? That's a guaranteed low vibrational poverty living mattress on the floor life. That's no way to live. Trust me, these states, every day, the lobbyists for these landlords are figuring out how to get y'all out these places. It'd be a moratorium for mortgages, but it ain't gonna be no moratorium for rent. Y'all gonna get up out these places. I really want you to understand that. Look, tell Lamar Jones, this is why there are no longer skilled people working at Lowe's and Home Depot. People with skills can go work for themselves. And listen, let me be very clear. People always say, why y'all hating on jobs? You just undisciplined. You lazy. You could go work for this company, but y'all need to get your life together. Let me be very clear. When you start working at some of these jobs, you realize everybody there is on some dum-dum. The manager on dum-dum, he just showing up. The people beside you to the left and the right, he's on some dum-dum, they just showing up. And this isn't just reduced to Home Depot and Lowe's and lower working jobs. This is already even in corporate America. This is why you have so many memes of people going off on their coworkers professionally, because the people just show up at these big companies and try to disappear and do as little work as possible. Okay? So when people with skills know they can contract out or create themselves a job, they do so. They do so. Right? So I just wanted to I had wanted this to be a chill video, and I was like, nah, it ain't gonna be chill. It just ain't gonna be chill. Because I want you to understand that a lot of you are out here about to get a surprise of your life. This summer is not gonna go the way you think. When I'm sitting here showing you that they are paying money to train people who are incarcerated how to do tech, because we are that short of tech. When we out here blocking flights to India, because India's having an outbreak of biblical portions. Okay? When we're out here showing you that farmers on the West Coast and the East Coast are stacking. There's literally homesteads are exploding. The number of homesteads, and I mean homestead, I mean it's like a small mom and pop, couple chickens, yada, yada, right? The number of those are exploding. Like, I couldn't buy a lemon tree for less than $100. Now, there were some baby ones at Home Depot, but you got to do the math. Okay, you buy this baby lemon tree, it takes 1.5 years before it produces lemons. I buy a tree with already lemons on it for $100. It's gonna knock me out 4 sets of lemons this year. But it's $100. Well, Erica, what you need lemons for? Lemons do everything. Lemons clean your hands. Lemons, you spray lemons on scratches and bug bites, and lemon meringue, lemon everything. You can go lemonade forever. Lemon works for wonders. Okay? So what I want you to understand is people that are being prepared, like people that saw the writing on the wall, people that are putting it together, they know this fall might be a little funky for some folks. It might not be smooth. Okay? I better put myself in position so that I have options. Ricardo, I'm telling you, Ricardo Roper, you go to these jobs and you realize most people there are applying this job so they can come to work and do bare minimum. They like, how can I do the least amount of work possible? The least, not the most, the least amount of work possible. And then also just show up. I just want to show up. The smaller the company, the more work you have to do. The smaller the company, every single person has to be hands on deck. That's why people don't like working for too small of an office. Because then everybody noticing what they're doing. If you ever watch those videos where the guys are in the warehouse out here doing the dances and twerking and cutting up at the Amazon warehouse? Don't worry, they got a robot coming. You can go dance at your house. Don't worry. Don't worry. They got you. So again, when I bring people on, and again, I'm going on summer. We're only going to do lives on, like, I think Wednesday, because I have some people that are already pre-scheduled, like, for 2 months straight right now at this point. That's it. The rest is going to be pre-recorded, right? So again, we had to change up all the logins and everything for our meetings and webinars, so that we had to change it up. But we be very, very clear with you guys. Like, you need to determine where you want to be at, because there's levels to this. There's going to be a level of people who are struggling. They frustrated with their kid not making it at school because they left behind. They not getting a lot of work. Inflation's eating them up. Oh man, this is really kicking my butt this fall. What's going on? Then you can have a level of middle class people who have just enough. They didn't put some extra in the basement. They didn't put some extra in that second refrigerator, but they know they got family members. If something go left, they gonna come knock on their door. Okay. Then you got people over here in the upper middle class out here. They done went out to these master plan communities. What's funny is y'all send me emails and pictures of stuff that happens all the time at these master plan communities. These people have built these master plan communities. You will not live there. You will not be walking around their neighborhood. You will not be bothering their children. Their kids will be riding a golf cart to school in their master plan community. They'll have a grocery store near where their master plan communities are, and you won't be over there. The only way you're going to be over there is if you work at the grocery store. That's it. Or delivering food to one of their houses in their gated community. Okay? I'm just letting you know. I'm just giving you a heads up. A lot of you Googled it. Look it up. Master plan communities. That's why when people say, why are these houses so expensive? Depends on where you're talking about. If you're talking about master plan communities, they're not letting that price down. If you're talking about in the middle of nowhere, yeah, that can be lower prices. All right? So those people in those master plan communities, they straight. The school is insulated. Only their children will go to that school. Only people in that neighborhood, they're going to watch that neighborhood to make sure if somebody's falling down or something's going on or a house is having problems, HOA going to snatch it back up. So it ain't out there looking bad for them. Okay? They're going to have their own security. They're not playing with y'all. They're not playing. Now, then there's this level of these $1 million homes that you're like, well, who can afford this? Trust me, some of these little YouTubers, these little small business owners, these doctors' offices, my friend is a dentist. He's got $1 million home. Only makes $250K a year, but has a dental practice, has staff, can isolate themselves, don't have to live where you live, don't have to live anywhere near you. And everybody in that neighborhood either owns a business or is in real estate in some capacity. Trust me, the shifting has happened. The security in those neighborhoods, the police in those neighborhoods, the golf cart security guy in those neighborhoods, they're not playing with you. You're going to be out here talking about your Ring doorbell and people stealing packages off your front porch. And these people are going to be like, that's sad. They're going to look at you like, man, that's real sad. It's a sad thing that's happening to you over there on that side of town. You don't believe me? Go look up gentrification stories where people move into neighborhoods and they start gentrifying the place. And they're like, man, they being real strict on us. Yeah, they want you out of there. Look what happened in LA. When they needed to do the Oscars, they came by every day, 3 times a day, getting them homeless people up out of there. Hey, you better move or I'm going to arrest you. They wait a couple hours, come back. Didn't I tell you to move this tent or I'm going to arrest you? Came back 3 hours later with the dump truck and the cleaning crew. All right, I told you move your stuff. I told you move your tent. It's going in the trash now. You don't think that will happen in a bunch of cities? Don't worry. Give it a minute. Even Austin, people are like, well, they got homeless out here in Austin. Don't worry. They voting on this bill right now. They gonna have dump trucks out there putting them little tents and dump trucks and telling y'all to move along. Where you want us to move along? You're going to move along somewhere. You're going to move along somewhere. I don't know where you're going to go, but you're going to go somewhere. And you'd be like, Erica, that's heartless. It's really not. It's really not. If you got people coming out of prisons, gonna have tech skills over you, you better get it right, Bonquist. You better get it together. They don't listen. And when people are mad about Donald Trump, changing HOA and this discount housing and stuff, I said, ain't nobody want no Section 8 near them. And it's not because Section 8 brings out a neighborhood. It's the mindset and the person that's coming with the house. Now, are there Section 8 folks who are just, elderly ladies and disabled folks who just need a discount? For sure. There are plenty of that. But that's not what people always get in their neighborhood. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, listen. These people that got that money from the government and they didn't have to Uber and Lyft, you see what they did? They sat down. See, people, again, the pain of staying the same and the pain of change. Until it's so painful that you have to change, people will not. People right now are trying to figure out, how long can I stay home and play video games and watch Netflix and numb myself and be high and drink every day till I have to go to work. There are a level of people in our society like that. And I know y'all don't believe it, but it's true. There are people in our society that are getting married just so they can have somewhere to stay and somebody to help take care of them. That just is what it is. It just is what it is, y'all. So again, if you on this channel, I salute you. I ask you to share these videos, help people out, do what you can do. But trust, the people that want to get out of corporate America, the people that want to start a business, honey, it ain't nothing but a few clicks of the computer. Shopify site, website links, domain name, sending traffic to it. You see, again, Glendon Cameron, a couple of people brought this up. Look at all these people running these ads you ain't never heard from before. They skipping the organic. That's all they doing. They like, how can I skip all this organic stuff? All this organic growing my website. I want to just get traffic to it today. And they going straight to the paid ads. They're not playing. They're not going to play this like, I'm going to try to get as free 99 as possible. You spend all your energy and all your time trying to do free 99 and marketing and promotion and playing the games that Facebook wants you to play and Instagram wants you to play. So only 10% of people see your stuff. And then you got people running paid traffic going because it's income. Again, I've tried my best to lead the way, show the way. Try my best. I have a little course that if I get it all recorded tomorrow night, I'll pop it out, but I'll put it into the YouTube course part 2 and the Right 20% folks part 2. I think they deserve it. And then I'll just sell it independently. But y'all, I'm telling you, you want to make 6 figures? It's like, I've met people who will blow your mind that they make 6 figures online. And they ain't got thousands of people following them. They ain't got that many. They got small audiences. But they provide a value and a service. And what a lot of y'all are trying to get out of is giving people service, providing a value, connecting people. If nothing else, just being a middleman. Lots of money in that. Lots of money. I'm telling you, Left Behind this summer. Let me see. Rosie O'Donnell sold her home. Where was her home at? Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, there's just a ton of stuff you can do. And again, if you're not on our email list, I mean, there's 15,000 people on the email list. If you're not on there, I don't know why you're not on there. We got good gems and goodies coming out. I know we're giving away like 3 PDFs in May. So I'll make sure I'll have the links in the community tab, but like, don't get left behind. We out here just blessing folks with the information. Like, we giving it away because I know what's coming. And, I see the writing on the wall and I'm like, okay, well, y'all do what y'all want to do. I'm going to go move over to my house with the pool and call it a day. And then there in Georgetown, I'm gone, buddy. See what else I got in here. What will the next generation of corporate America look like? Man, you're going to be training all the time. Like I think people think I'm joking. I made the automation videos. What happens is you're going to, in order to have staff that are just qualified to do anything, you got to train them. right? Like right now, to be a plumber in Texas, if you got over 1,000 hours where you worked under somebody, you just call yourself a plumber. Because they just can't even get people certified fast enough. They can't even get people certified fast enough. So what's going to happen is in these companies, plumbing companies, constructions, roofing, electrical, all these people, they're going to train them on the job. It's going to be the same with corporate America. That's why corporate America, people are like, oh, they got ageism. They don't hire older workers. It's not that they don't want to hire older workers. Older workers come with an attitude, entitlement, and expectation. Well, I've always done it this way, or I've got paid $70K my whole life. Go look at people when they were making 150 in the 90s and 2000 and look at them now. It's always less. It's always less unless their skills kept getting. And I don't mean skills like I'm going to keep going back to school and getting a master's degree and a doctorate degree and a this degree. Like that never works. I know people right now with doctorate degrees making less than 50K a year. Less. In Texas. That's booming. Well, I went and got my doctorate degree. Well, congrats. You're a doctor now. But you don't make no money. What that mean to me? You don't make no money. So what that mean? That don't mean nothing. You ain't making no money, don't mean nothing. So again, we have a lot of people chasing old 1980s, 2000s dreams. I'm gonna go get my doctorate. I'm gonna get my master's degree. I'm gonna be I guess they want to be a philosopher or something. I don't know. They want to impress their family by having these titles behind their name. I got an MBA. Okay, you got an MBA, but what I've seen of MBAs at this point is all that teaches you to do is go work in somebody else's company. That's mostly what I see them teaching you is how to work in somebody else's company. Because if I sat you down at a computer and made you start your own company today and do it from scratch, you can't do it. That's why when somebody was like, hey, University of Chapel Hill will pay you, Erica, to do it for free. They'll pay all your debt. Like you won't have any debt to get this MBA. And I was like, well, what am I getting it for? What am I getting it for? For me to have a title behind my name? Nah, I'm good. Good. No, thank you. But corporate America, the part of corporate America you see is they're going to hire the youngest people coming out of college with that debt. And then everywhere you look around, they're going to be training you. They're going to be sending you to trainings. They're going to be sending you to classes and seminars. And they're going to have to train you up because you ain't going to be no good. You got these old college 4-year education thought process, and it don't serve their companies. Right? I met with a guy from the seminar I went with a couple weeks ago. And he was like, they're stretching people too thin. They'll hire a social media manager, but expect them to do this and do this and do this. I said, yeah, because what they expect is a creative, an executive of creativity or whatever. So I'm messing up the word, but the word is like someone's over the creative side of your business, the marketing, the everything. And you're not going to get that for $30K. You're not going to hire somebody who's 25 years old and pay them $30K a year to do all the stuff you want them to do. You're going to have to pay them $60. And you're going to say, well, Erica, I got to pay them $60. Yeah, but you're going to have to train them too. And that's the part people don't really want to hear. That, yeah, corporate America is still going to hire folks, but they're going to be training them all the time and stuff. If you're a small business, and if you really pay attention, a lot of these small businesses, they got their own family members coming back from school that they hire. And then they hire some of their friends. And then they got young people already that they can hire for cheap. But if they want to go outside the block and go on Indeed and Upwork and hire some folks to work, they're going to have to train them. That's what corporate America is going to look like. Lots of training. You can be like, man, they got me going on planes and going to these flights. Yeah. They got me going to boring conferences and seminars. They're going to have people come in your office and listen, they're going to be paying people for sensitivity trainings. You're going to be in there bored out your mind. That's what corporate America will look like. And you'll have a lot of 1099 contract work out of it. I mean, I'm pretty sure they are mad. Hey, get on in there, get it done. Thank you so much, Paul, for the 1099 super chat. Boom, there you go. Middleman to Millions has helped me create other businesses. Erica provides great info, instructions, and great network. Thank you. I appreciate it. Mark, let's get you on a quick interview. Heard you on the Side Hustle podcast. Got me interested in renting trailers now. Congratulations, Doe Details. Hey, thank you, Tanya Peppers, for the $20 cash app. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. We living in changing times. Those who don't understand the cheat code to life and business will further succeed. Those who don't adapt will fall behind. Listen, Derek Grace too. I'm not gonna steal a phrase. I'm gonna just tell you what his phrase says is learn, unlearn, learn. Learn, unlearn, learn. That's life. This is the conditions on the ground now. Oh, well, conditions have changed. Now I gotta learn something else and keep it moving. The best book ever. Who Moved My Cheese? Go read that book. It's not deep. It's not long. It's just for you to up here. You know, Rich Dad Poor Dad was this 1990s, all these corporate white collar folks losing their jobs. And people were like, hey, what's going on? Learn. It was time to learn different skills. People weren't ready. Technogradable degrees. Listen, learn and learn. A lot of certificates gonna get you indoors that degrees ain't gonna get you in. Now, if they try to come back and hit you with you need a degree, well, yeah, y'all gonna pay for it, and I'll take it. Trust me, there are companies looking. Honey, learn, unlearn. If you in your 50s right now, you gotta learn, unlearn. Learn, unlearn. If you in your 60s, learn, unlearn. But the thing that 50s and 60s have over young people, the consistency, they'll show up to work. They'll call you if they got a problem. They'll talk to you. They'll communicate. The young people struggling with communication, struggling with talking, just disappear on you, just ghost you, ghost jobs, right? So again, there are advantages that you have as an older person. If you still want to go work a job, ain't nothing wrong with that. If you want to consult in your older years, you probably can get $2-3 grand for consulting, $2-3 grand for public speaking somewhere, and let that hold you over for, in a month. It depends on your bills. See, people out here getting all these excess bills with credit card debt and these loans, and then look up and go, man, I really got to keep working. Or you got to let it go. One of the two, what you want to do. Okay? So again, in order to get in a good alignment with yourself and your life, you got to do some learn, unlearn. And then some of y'all going to have to let some of this stuff go. That just is what it is. It's going to be classyclimbtx.com. Add the TX for Texas on the back of it, Mark. Yep, old people. I'm telling you, listen. And that's and really a hungry belly will make you get into work. That's just the truth of it. A lot of this food stamps and financial aid and unemployment, all this other stuff. A lot of these people, when they get hungry, they go back to work. They'll go back to work. No worries. Listen, I'm just saying, like, I'm spending the next 3 months on the road. I will still do the same amount of work. My staff will still do the same amount of work. We just will do less live videos. We will literally just work with the people who won. And I guess this is my other thing. If you, for the next 10 people, if you book up a Calendly link to speak with me, we have a bunch of excess books that we're just trying to get out of the office. So we'll take, we'll send you the Smartphone Millionaire book, and we'll send you the planner, and we'll send you the calendar, the gratitude journal. We'll just put those 3 books together and mail them to you for the next 10 people that book a Calendly session with me. So that'll be in there, and that'll be in the emails today. So look, you guys, I gotta run. I'm gonna hang out with Dre and them and enjoy my day. So you guys, good luck out there. Reset, learn, unlearn, all of it. Get ready. This summer's gonna be very interesting. So I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I will see you guys maybe this Wednesday coming up or next Wednesday after this. Get used to the new schedule. Love y'all. Y'all the best. We out.